his best. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you, those are the most selfless acts that we could possibly have, to the point where all we want to do is just magnify that as much as we possibly can. Because ultimately, what does that turn into? That turns into him getting glory for everything. Brother, just to switch gears just a little bit, but talk about our boys once again. I got the chance to go up there in February. You know, it's been a dream still to be able to address the team directly. But I haven't been able to do it yet. But what I did do was I got a chance to tour the facility, walk around, walk through the locker room, see the weight room, see all the updates. Lord have mercy, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous place. So I go up to the cafeteria, and there's two young fellas sitting there listening to some gospel music on their phone, blasting it. Bruh, it's G. Scott and Travion Henderson. And we get to chopping it up. And they asked me, what was I doing in Columbus? And I said to them, well, I came to speak to the women's rugby team. G. Scott said, oh my God, Coach your boss. I want to be a speaker, man. That's something that I really, really want to do. I feel like God is leading me to do that. And he and Travion both were just, it was so refreshing to see two young cats that locked into the word. But dog, I know you saw when they had 10,000 students getting baptized and passing out Bibles, bro. I'm like, whoa. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
Hey, bro, it scared a lot of people.
No, of course it did.
Especially from the youth today. That's a real rarity.
Mm-hmm.
And rarity from, guys who are, big and
world-class athletes. For real. Leading the charge. And this is G. Scott. This is your starting tight end. This is Emeka Ibuka, your all-American wide receiver. This is Travion Henderson, your starting running back. These are the leaders leading the charge. And you got not only just your team, brother, you got the whole campus getting saved up there. And these three dudes is in the middle of it, leading the way.
It's one of those stories like this, man. Sometimes we may not understand it. It's like Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding, and acknowledge him in everything that you do.
Facts.
In direct.
Yep.
Coming from, and that's what these young men are doing. And that's why I said don't compare them to the 2002 team. This is something different. Our fan base isn't used to that because, again, we're used to, gladiator type men. We want to be tough. We want to win football. But what these young men are doing outside, and like you said, it was good to see them take and they teammates. But when the people outside in Tower and Moral Tower, in these places where these young men are being affected in some way, shape, or form, to say, hey, where they say meet, we go meet. All you gotta do is read your word, and you see the parallel within the stories in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so it is beautiful. So like I'm gonna admit, I've been a big critic.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I need to take a step back, especially with 3-2, Travion Henderson, because sometimes just because you don't understand something don't mean that that person isn't doing right. See, where I'm from, I'm used to watching Tennessee great Reggie White, the minister of defense, who had a relationship with God that would put your ass in the ground, come up and say, thank you, Jesus.
Right. Look, same way Plum used to knock somebody's face off, get up, talk about, "Ooh, hallelujah."
Hey, if Plum was the person, and when I first got to thing, that got me to church, man. It got me in front of boards and got me on the FCA. So, those things were going on then. We just didn't have social media at the time. I didn't understand it at first. I said, with the whole narrative of being soft with these guys and the truth just not comprehending them, because you just don't. Every young
it's a different generation. Just like let's say we was there and Eddie and them were coming there working out. They probably see us in there turning up, having fun, like, man, they ain't, bro, what y'all on? You know what I'm saying? Or even back further, with Chris Spielman played in the 80s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know it was way grittier back then than it was even with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a generational thing, but it's like at this point, like, yo, whatever works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different breed. It's a different breed of athlete. They got a different mindset. You know what I mean? And then it's just like with your 5. You know what I'm saying? Your baby girl, your 5-year-old, your 9-year-old, your 12-year-old, your 17-year-old, your 19-year-old. Every last one of them, who they look to? They look to daddy. They look to you. And you don't love all of them the same. They all of them got 5 different personalities. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all mine. Y'all know it. I'm y'all daddy. Y'all, I know it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's all that really counts.
Bro, that's how it is. I was taught you got to tap in. That's, you know, going back to what you were saying about the good Lord trusting us with the children. There's different songs, there's different passages in the Bible where God looks upon the children different. And so I always looked at him blessing us with children as like the most blessed thing that he could do, because that's trust. You must trust me. You know, I know in my life, man, it's going this way, but you must trust me.
Right.
And throughout life, looking those babies' face, keep you where you need to go, man. So it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think with these guys, as far as the Buckeyes right now, man, there's different seasons to this. There's a recruiting season. There's a spring ball. There's off season. There's regular season. And right now, it's kind of like how you deal with your kids. We're going to deal with the Michigan situation. Because it's no different than with my sons or daughters. Just because you come to a hurdle in life don't mean you get to delete it.
That's right.
Walk away or act like it's not there. You address it. That's leadership. That's leadership to men and women. So there's a time and a place to address that situation. And it threw me off with 3-2 because he's like, they're not my enemy. And I get what he's saying from a spiritual standpoint. And I also understand what needs to be done on November, whatever, the 4th week or last week in November. And so that'll be addressed. That's leadership. You know what I mean? But this season right now, they playing the way they're supposed to play. It's almost like this. If I get on there and beat my chest and be like, yeah, I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my kids, twin. I'm taking care of my twins. You looking at me like, dude, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yup.
So why you getting mad at me, the fans or whoever, for telling you what you're supposed to do?
That's a fact.
And then tell people now too about this season. I work as a consultant. I may not be on the sports sets and stuff, but I work in that oil and gas, and so I work with attorneys. I work with people. Don't mess with the consumer. That's who you always want to do your best for the customer.
That is right. Yep. Don't piss off the consumer. That's right.
Unless you got Phil Knight or LeBron's money or somebody locked up, you need them people. See, right now, it's easy because you don't want to face your trials and tribulations. It's easy to point at the people with the boots on the ground, but this is a blue-collar state that goes to work every week, Monday through Sunday, some of us. And so their getaway is the Buckeyes, and there's an expectation. It's no different than if my granddaddy was a good man, then I want to be a good man, because when those people say you're a lot like your granddaddy, I want to be like that. I'm not trying to recreate the wheel, because I'm proud of where I come from. And so we need to see more of that. And so what I'm doing is just keeping the message simple. I don't care. Just like I was saying about, these endearing stories of Ryan Day, I get that. But every man in this fight who has a wife and kids has support. And they hear the same thing from their fan base as this man is. And this is the highest paid state employee in the state of Ohio. And these young men are getting paid now. This is called the real world. We have to deal with them dictating shit. So this is what comes with being a man. That's why we try to slow you up to be a kid. Mother used to say, live fast.
That's a fact.
And so, there's some certain things they don't want up in them K doors, because I'm not looking for a seat in that kingdom, G. I'm looking for a seat in God's kingdom. I'm looking for a seat in God's kingdom.
You better preach, boy.
Kids coming around me saying, what'd you say, Mr. C? What'd you say, Coach C? And let me lean in on y'all boys. mean that like I seen it boys and those two after Mike Dawson, Johnny Nicky got done talking they shit. I said, coaches, get out. Get out. This is our opportunity right now, G. This is our opportunity right now. Yeah, everybody in here good at football, but there's only a handful of schools that we can all get together and get that realistic goal of being national champions. See, I'm a funny nigga.
Mm-hmm.
See, if I went to
look out, because I'm telling you, we coming with some heat. What my dude Wide Earp say? Wide Earp said he said I'm coming and hell coming with me.
Hey, I'm praying, man. Hey, you know what they expect out of me? Cause hey, fam, you know what they expect out of me? They don't know me.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
And I want to, if you don't mind, if I could use your platform.
Any business, please do your thing, brother.
They don't know me. See, I grew up in farmland. I walked in the kindergarten classroom where I was the only black soul in there. So I know people better than they'll ever take the time to get to know me. See, when you hear my tweets, you don't know where I'm from. But see, I'm from where they from.
Right.
And they understand that. So what I'm saying is this, G. At the end of the day, man, I'm always be who I'm going to be. I'm always going to love the Ohio State University. I'm always going to love the brotherhood. I'm always going to love my brother like I love you, man. And I'm always going to love these young men, but I'm going to love them the same way my mother and father loved me. They reared me and it was tough love.
Facts.
They told me be ready for when I wasn't around to be able to face anything so I could keep this legacy going, man.
Yep.
And so what I'm saying is that, I understand how everything's set up. When I say house niggas, we understand that. And when I say good old boys, we understand that. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Yep.
I don't want nothing from you. All I want to do is give something to those young men to keep them going. The same way I'm going to the fan base. See, as a consultant, I'm not worried about Ryan Day, the people behind the four doors. I'm messing with your consumer right now. I'm telling your consumer how important that they are. I'm letting them know that 2020 can happen to you without it being COVID. These people are hard-working people, and all they need is a voice, and I have a way to influence people if they ever see this.
Facts.
And I'm not going to tiptoe around. We all the same age, coaches. And some of y'all want to play and put down the foundation with you and the rest of the other homies before it was cool and before you got money and all that. You got to respect that. We did it for the free.
Facts. Yup.
For the free. We did it out of the love. And so why can't we give that love back?
Right.
Why can't a person like my son get a look? You know what I mean? I'm saying, I'm just asking, just as a representation of other kids in the great state of Ohio.
Yep.
Why don't we want to develop young kids anymore as coaches?
Yep.
That's the beauty of being a coach. That's a second parent.
That's our duty as a coach. That's our duty as a coach. Our duty is not to live on to benefit off the backs of the athletes. Our duty is to serve the athlete. Right. And I'm in position. I've said this to my son for years. I've said this to athletes for years. In high school, you got teachers who are coaches. You got accountants who are coaches. You got volunteers who coach because they love the game. And if you are fortunate enough to make it to the next level, you're going to be blessed with coaches that's what they do. They coach, and that's it. And my obligation, I'm giving you my son so that you can bring the best out of him. You know what I'm saying? And that is all. That is my intent. That is my only intent. My only intent is to bring the absolute best out of you, regardless to the benefits that you receive. The benefits are going to overflow. The more I do my job, the benefits for you are going to overflow. The opportunities are going to overflow. And I'm more concerned with, brother, my success came from being ridiculously selfless. And my whole demeanor, my whole makeup is 100% about every single athlete, period. Because all I'm thinking about is, how do I get the best out of them so that they can perform at their best, so they can represent their families, they can represent their school? It's all about them. Them. When you turn the mirror around and you looking like, well, I got to do this so I can get this check, bro. You're already cheating the process. You know what I'm saying? And you're not even thinking about the athlete. You ain't thinking about the university. You ain't thinking about nothing. You think about securing your bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why a lot of times, why do you think the kids are only concerned about securing their own bag? They got that from somewhere. And if I'm a man of integrity for real, and I'm trying to get the best out of them so that they can flourish, and then I don't just do that for one kid, I do that for 11. And then if I don't do that just for 11, I do that for 33. And then I do that for 65, and I do it for 105. Who wins? We all do. But it's my duty. It is my obligation to get the best young man out of this young man. And the reason you gave me this young man is so that I can do that. And if I'm not doing that, I'm doing you a disservice, I'm doing him a disservice, I'm doing God a disservice, because that is why I'm here. You know what I mean? And if that ain't why you're doing it, bro, you need to do something else. Straight up.
You just doing it for the wrong reasons, man. And and I look at it at all levels. People may look at me and say, "Man, C must be all over them coaches." No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because there's a part of life where your kids have to figure out. I'm not going in them boardroom interviews with them. I'm put them in situations with people who speak the parallel that I'm speaking, trying to put into my kids. But what kind of threw me back, now, mind you, my kids went to school in Pennsylvania and in Ohio. You get to some of these coaches today where they don't want to talk to the parents. That's their big thing. We don't talk to the parents. But this is how I look at it. That would be no different than the math teacher talking about, I don't talk to parents. I'm a hell of a math teacher. You're a teacher.
You are a teacher. Yes.
You're a teacher. What do you mean? You have my minor. What do you mean I can't talk to you? And so you have that problem. And then you get to the college level to where it's like this 5-star thing. And I've seen you tell kids, you get in wherever you can get in and get an education and can't be picking out. Of course, people see me post drills for my kids, but my kids gonna get in where they fit in and go on the path and trust, that the good Lord will place him where he needs to be. But there's just little things like that, man, that are kind of going on, man. You just gotta pay attention to, and just kind of see where you're gonna go from there, man. I'm getting a little nervous, twin, because I'm long-winded. I know you.
Hey, dog, that make two of us. But look, I'm about to stop us real quick because I need you. Look, hold on. You know how the kids always hollering, "What's up, twin? What up, twin?" Let me show my son who my twin is. Come here, dude. So my son just walked in. I need you to meet him real quick. This is one of my teammates from Ohio State, and I call him my twin for real. Yeah, that's twin for real. Look at him.
What's up, twin?
He can see me?
Yeah.
What's him?
What's up?
What's going on?
What's good?
You said y'all were teammates at Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Talk to him, bro.
Twin.
I'm listening though. I done heard some good stuff. I was listening to y'all for sure. But
Hey, I appreciate that, man. And your father, man, he's one of a kind, man. And it goes back truly to what you see in the Bible, where it's like no two souls are going to be the same. Even though we twins, there's just, God makes us all different and special. And your father is special, man. I'm sure you already know that, but he's been that way. Before you was ever thought of, he was out here, making ways so that.
Say it again, bro. Say it again, bro.
Take twins' kindness for a weakness, because there's an infatuation with Mr. Shabbat. There's an infatuation, there's a love, there's a genuineness. His heart flows for people, men, women, all races, all ages, all everything. And there's good people who tend to draw near that, and then you got them shiesties that like to draw near it too. Yeah. And so one thing I know about him is you're not gonna run over him.
Right.
The thinker. And first time my bad, second time. Meaning he may say, you know what, it'll never happen again.
That's a fact.
Right.
You have a great leader and a father. I just don't get anyone. He know that I'm an introvert, but I respect it. You got a beautiful smile, young man, just like your father. Like me, we all twins.
Yep.
And I'm here, so I get him on here. But man, I just encourage you both, just like y'all would encourage me, man, to have a great year, man. Stay safe, stay in your faith with the Lord. People will knock you, but they'll never knock you off the hinges like Lil Wayne said.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day at a time, and just know that you're a blessing. You know what I mean? I don't know what people go through, but I know people go through things. That's why I tell people, I don't know what you're going through something. It ain't just me. It's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's, oh, I got a test next week in class and I ain't studied, or I don't know if I'm prepared, or you may be prepared. There's different levels to different things in life, man. I know I'm long-winded, but it's just God on me right now. Y'all stay blessed, stay men, stay leaders, stay, protect the women in your family. You know what I mean? Your mom and everybody, family, siblings, everything, protect that and be men and have a great year this year, man. Just know that if ain't nobody praying for you, I am. Nobody.
My dog, I love you so much, brother. This was incredible. And I swear before my son here, I swear before God, this ain't gonna be the last one. You need me, you call me. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning. I don't care if it's 4. I don't care. You know your dog is over here. I love you, bro. I just appreciate this call. I mean, look, I'll forget we even on the damn podcast. We can just roll. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Hey, I know you got a part, and I want to get my voice out there more, man, and get away from the tweets, man, so they can hear it and really understand that those tweets only go to a certain level. You got to know the man.
You got to know the man, because anybody can say anything, and it's easy to do. It's easy to misinterpret. But when you know it's coming from the heart, and when you know it's coming from him, you know, it take a whole other meaning, brother. I love you, bro. Hey, man, I'm going to holler at you, dog. Call me whenever, bro.
All right, man.
All right, baby.
Nice to meet you, brother. I ain't seen you.
That's all right.